Welcome back to Insta-Bulls, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm going to go over with you guys on the S&P again, going over exactly how I plan on playing into it. I typically go over the SPY on Saturdays. I go over the SPX, as you guys can see, again, with that decrease in CPI at 7.7, dropping below 8.0 that we mentioned on Wednesday, looking to see if we continue on higher, again, breaking above our rejection that we had with Powell the week prior. Now looking to see if we continue on with this gap up and this continuation just below our channel. Will we test our channel and continue on higher, or are we going to have a pullback, possibly retest our 20 and then continue on higher? I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Now, before I jump into this, if you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button if you find this video useful at all. Hit subscribe if you want to see my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the market every single day. We go over candle structure, overall strength levels, and any key indicators that we need to be focused on. And again, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Insta-Bulls, and again, we mention any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPX, again, recapping on the last few weeks. Again, we had Rick Timmerose mentioning a possible Fed pivot. We had our anticipation on that possible Fed pivot leading into Powell in the Insta-Bulls, and we mentioned if we jumped above 390, it was game over. The reason why is because, again, 390 is exactly where we got rejected when Powell was speaking, and we had a pullback. So again, a nice continuation. So now, are we going to hit the upper end of our channel? I would be looking for that as resistance. I would be looking for exactly how much strength we have to make sure we confirm that we're going to continue on higher. As you guys can see on our overall strength, again, this is our MACD. We have been increasing in buy pressure. Again, mentioning on Thursday that we were confirmed increasing in pressure with our EMA lines pointing up, even above at this point on Thursday, confirming that we were breaking new highs above our prior EMA lines. Again, our 12 EMA is our blue line here, and our 26 are orange. We just need our 12 to hold above our 26, and that's exactly what happened here. Increasing in buy pressure. Again, mentioning for the last few months now, looking to see if our EMA lines did cross above the median of our MACD for the strongest rally that we had of the year, and now getting the same momentum again, getting a lot of strength here, and now looking to see if we do test the upper end of our channel, which is exactly here at about 410. Again, this 410 level is exactly where we did have a rejection. We did have a pullback after we did have that anticipation, and having that pullback, again, having that anticipation on that possible decrease in CPI. This is exactly the level that we will be testing if we continue on higher here at 410. And in my opinion, we would be looking for that bullish setup above the upper end of our channel, and in my opinion, we will confirm with this strength and we will hold above our channel here if we get that decrease in rates. Now, keeping in mind, again, we are sitting on anticipation of a possible Fed pivot. Again, we do not want Powell in December to give us a 75-point base hike because, again, the markets are expecting a 50-point base rate hike. So we definitely will have a pullback if we do not get a 50-point base rate hike. However, in my opinion, a lot of Feds have been mentioning that it is more likely than not that we have some type of cool down in rates because of our decrease in CPI. And again, Powell also mentioning a couple weeks ago that CPI in particularly is extremely important. Now, in my opinion, I would be asking myself if we have room to run to the upside. As you guys can see on the RSI, again, this is our relative strength breaking above our prior high and now pointing up, showing us that we do have room to run to the upside. Again, we are pointing up. We are not in overbought territory. We could have possible slight pullbacks leading into overbought territory, but however, in my opinion, we very much are showing a lot of strength here, and until we do drop down below the median of RSI, we are not playing to the downside very much unless we have, again, intraday setups on those pullbacks. Now, our last and most important indicator that we have been tracking, guys, if you guys are not watching the dollar, this is the easiest thing to read here, in my opinion. We just have been pulling back. Again, we mentioned this for the last few weeks. Again, we dropped below our 20 for the second time, had that momentum to the downside on the dollar, giving us strength in the market. And again, with the dollar, looking to see if we continued with our 20 below our 50 since we have been getting pullbacks. And as you guys can see now, our 20 dropping below our 50, almost giving us an exact easy read here on that strength in the market. So again, this is exactly what happened. And we got a rejection on the 20 here with our wick to the upside, confirming that amount of strength to the downside, making sure we did not get a bounce. And as you guys can see, confirming that we did have that bounce intraday, but we did continue on into lower lows. So again, continuing on higher in the market, a very nice spike. Now, in my opinion, I would be looking to see if we have this type of a reaction, where could we expect a bounce? In my opinion, we have a lot of support and resistance that has been playing out here. We could see a possible bounce coming into this week. So we could see a cool down in the market, of course, after overextending. Same thing happening here on the dollar, overextending to the downside. We could see a bounce. Now, where I would be expecting a possible bounce, as you guys can see, confirming and continuing on higher. When we did hold above this level prior, we did continue on higher, and we also did continue on above this level prior, and we did continue on higher. So again, this was a very strong point. We are testing that point. If we continue on higher in the market, we continue on lower here on the dollar. The next level that I'll be looking for here is at 104. Again, in my opinion, 104 is a very strong point, and as you guys can see here, overreacting to the upside, also getting a rejection here, and as you guys can see, failing to hold and continuing on lower. So again, 104 is our next point, also bouncing exactly here at 104 before we did continue on higher on this pullback. So again, in my opinion, 106 we are testing. However, going into pre-market, maybe we continue on higher and we do hit 104 here on the dollar. We will see what happens, but in my opinion, there could be a bounce coming, and that could be that cool down in the market. And then just simply looking for bullish setups on the hourly chart on the SPX or the SPY if you guys are playing the SPY. Again, just looking for those bullish setups in my opinion, since our EMA lines are holding above the median of our MACD. Until we do get our EMA lines crossing below our 12 and our 26, again, dropping below here, we are not going to get that major pullback in the SPX like we have been on this amount of pressure that we've had most of the year. So again, just making sure we are careful playing to the downside in my opinion. And again, lastly, we are leading into jobs reports this Thursday, so keep an eye on jobs reports. That will be a possible move in the market. Maybe that gives us our possible continuation after a pullback. Maybe that gives us our pullback after a continuation that we've been having on the week. We'll see exactly what happens, but in my opinion, that will probably be a pullback leading into jobs at some point, since the markets will anticipate that after overextending. So keep an eye on that. On Wednesday leading into Thursday, we could have a pullback in anticipation of jobs report. We'll see exactly what happens, exactly which levels we're at that point in time. Now, again, with that said, if you guys are day traders or you guys are looking for very volatile breakouts, we mention them every single day in the Symposium. Any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, we mention only breakouts that are worth looking at throughout the day, guys, for only $15 a month. You guys will never miss a breakout like today again. And again, all of you instables that come over every single day and support the channel, again, hope you guys are having a blessed weekend and have a blessed rest of your weekend. Just taking with the market, just taking it day by day, not stressing about the next day or what's to come, taking it day by day, guys, and just letting these indicators come to us. Again, as you guys can see, respecting our 20 here after our 20 crossed over our 50. As you guys can see, last time our 20 crossed over our 50, we had a major rally. As you guys can see, we did not respect our 20 here. We were still below our 50. We did not respect our 20 here. We did break down. We did not break into new or highs. So again, just letting our plays come to us, letting our candle structure come to us. And again, much love to every one of you guys as always. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all. And I'll see you guys in the next video.